Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Demo Jam from the AppExchange. It's August 20th, 2020. My name is Jeff Gross. I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I'm welcoming my two co-hosts, Joshua Hoskins, who's also a fellow Salesforce MVP, and Amanda Nelson from the AppExchange. Hello, you two.
Hello.
Hello. I'm so excited. Someone's going to get this trophy, Jeff. It's going to be awesome.
You got to give that away, but you know what? We got to tell people how that's going to be given away today. Today's Demo Jam theme is about e-commerce and about marketing apps. And you know what? Everybody who's watching this can follow along on Twitter using the hashtag Demo Jam. It's easy to do. And today's participants include Lightning File Explorer, sFiles, Mogli SMS, Spekit, and Scan Anything. Now, to find out how this all works, I got my friend Joshua to tell us the rules. Let's hear it.
Hey, everyone. The rules have not changed as many years as we've been doing it. They're still the same. So every Demo Jam contestant will get 3 minutes and only 3 minutes before we pull them off the virtual stage. They are allowed to use 0 slides. That is 0, zilch, none, because we want to see all the goodness in their demo. Finally, as Amanda mentioned a little bit earlier, one and only one lucky person, contestant on the Demo Jam today, will receive that awesome, amazing trophy in the mail, branded, and they get bragging rights. So with that said, I think we're ready to go, right, Jeff?
We are, but you know what? Instead of me going first, I'm going to turn it back over to you to announce our first contestant.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going straight in, and the first Demo Jam contestant is Mogli. Mogli is the premier native Salesforce app for SMS and WhatsApp, including one-on-one conversations, bulk messaging, SMS surveys, inbound marketing, and automated notifications, all directly from your Salesforce org. Their unique unlimited user license will allow your entire team to engage your clients around the globe. Do more of what matters all in one place. Mogli is not just a text message. Today joining us, we've got Mallory and Rob. Are you out there?
We're here.
We're here.
All right, let's see what you have to show in 3 minutes or less. Your time starts now. Good luck.
Thank you. Demo jam, demo jam, demo jam, what a mighty good jam. I wanna take 3 minutes to win it on the Demo Jam Express. It's the best text, and now we call it Mogli SMS. It's a one-stop shop on the AppExchange. We got a native, innovative way to step up the game. Here we go. Take a look at a conversation view. It's the one-on-ones that give your organization breakthroughs. It's the back and the forth, that real personal touch that our clients all over the globe really love so much. You can even change the color of the bubbles in the text so your users know who's chiming in and don't have to guess. Avatar for the user and the contact or the lead. Even schedule a message so your weekends can be free. We make it real easy to be notified when someone who's important to you has replied. With the real-time in-app utility bar component, get back right away. Don't postpone it. Send out a message to a campaign of thousands using merge fields. Keeps it personalized and powerhouses of the basic generic SMS marketing spend so you can focus on the stuff on which your business depends. Let's keep it moving to the bread and the butter that makes Mogli an app that's really like no other. It's all about the automated surveys and conversations that make us different from other SMS applications. You can build these out in a minute or two. You don't need to be an admin, developer, or SFTC guru. Point, click, 1, 2, 3. It's your ticket to ROI, ecstasy. Now everyone, here we go. We're gonna really break it down. We're gonna show you how Mogli takes it to the top. It's the part of the demo that you didn't expect. Take out your phones and get ready to text. You got a lot of stuff that you wanna protect, like your home and your car, but it takes time to detect the right fit. It takes time to get quotes, so why not stick with the medium we love the most? Reach into your pocket and pull out your screens. Go on and text in the word insurance to the number that you see right there. We're gonna do this right alongside you, yeah. So please don't be shy. We're gonna watch how Mogli really responds in kind now. Demo jam, demo jam, demo jam, what a mighty good jam. Demo jam, demo jam, demo jam, what a mighty good jam. And you'll see how Mowgli's really hard to outsmart. And here's the other really, really cool part. All your info is stored in a form. The object keeps your responses nice and warm. Then we can take that form and build a report and further dashboard. We don't have to spend the time to sort it. Just build it out and then refresh.
That's how we roll with the Mogli SMS.
Thank you so much for playing along while we put our SMS stamp on this salt and pepper song. Visit us at Mogli.com, everyone. Hopefully this demo jam opportunity is closed one.
Nice job right there. In 3 minutes or less, you were able to see Mogli and all of what they do within one org. I loved it. Great job, guys. Really, really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Mogli?
I'm still dancing. I'm not ready to ask the questions yet. All right, maybe I will. All right. The question is, how'd you learn to sing like that? No, just kidding. I want to sing like that. That'd be amazing. No, they love the survey tool. That's great. The question is about improving productivity. How can Salesforce users really improve productivity with this tool?
Absolutely. So Mogli is great because it, like we said in the intro, it's not just a text message. So we can use a survey to ask for things like first name, last name, email, etc. And instead of a user spending time creating a new contact or lead record, manually typing in that information, we can take that information, check Salesforce to see if there is already an existing contact or lead. And if there isn't, automatically create one and populate fields. So now your users aren't spending time on all of that.
Absolutely awesome. Love it. Thank you very much for that amazing demo jam. All right, Jeff, we got some pretty big competition here. Let's see if the next person can do it. Over to you.
We do. And you know what? I got to clarify one thing, Joshua. I got a little too excited there. I said it was going to be about e-commerce and marketing. Not the truth. This is actually about productivity. So if you want to find out more about productivity, you got to listen in because we've got more demos coming up. So our next contestant, it's about scan anything. Have you ever wished that you could scan a barcode and open a record from Salesforce Mobile? Imagine that. You're holding on to your phone, you can scan a barcode, and you can come up with an asset, inventory, or really about anything in there. I got a guy here. His name is Gord. He's going to show us exactly how to do that. Gordon, are you ready?
You bet I am. Thanks, Jeff.
What? Fantastic. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, well, like Jeff said, we're all about linking the physical world with records in Salesforce. And we do that with a clicks tool. So it's not a coding tool. It's administrators set this up and they can add the barcode scanning right into the Salesforce mobile app. We give them a couple of options, a global action that they can add to any page and a menu item that they can add. And once they've added that, they've added the barcode scanning capability right into the mobile app. So let's see it in action. So I tap scan barcode, it opens the scanning window, and when I put a barcode in front of that window, it does a query, finds the matching record, and opens the Salesforce mobile app with that record loaded. So this is a custom object that I built just called the inventory, and I matched the barcode to that record. Let's see that again. I'm just going to tap scan barcode, going to place a different barcode in the scanning window this time, and this was a customer care card, and it's linked to my record, which is a contact record. So we work with standard objects and custom objects. So another common scenario that we find with barcodes in the real world is duplicates or even triplicates. So I've got a barcode here that I've linked to a couple of records within Salesforce. One is a custom object called project, and the other is a standard object called Abby Green, or the contact record. So let me just tap the project object, and it'll open that record in the Salesforce mobile application. Another component that we deliver is we have a Lightning web component. And let me just pop that up here for you. So you can see that here. That allows users to render any kind of ID, barcode, static values using any of the barcode or QR code symbologies. And what I've done here is I've asked it to render the ID of the record. So let me scan that one. We'll just show you what happens. So it opens the record that we're on with the browser. So that is a built-in function within Scan Anything. When you scan the ID, it automatically knows the record to open. There's no configuration required, no setup by the system administrator. Just scan an ID and we open the record. And Jeff, that's how we link the physical world with barcodes to Salesforce mobile records.
Well, and you finished before I even had to give you the 30-second warning here. But here's what I like about that, Gordon. It's all about finding the information you need quickly. And I can imagine not only taking this to the extent of what you can do within retail, where you have barcodes in so many different places on products, boxes, right, shipping labels, anything like that. But now when you start using this to, I mean, I could imagine you go and you want to run a dashboard, you want to run a report, you could have barcodes put anywhere, and now you can quickly get into that record. And even that ability for having two records that come back with the same barcode, you had me wondering there what was going to happen. And the fact that you can now choose between it because there's two records that exist for that barcode, that's frankly amazing. And I was going to start asking an audience question, and you answered it through the demo as well, that you can do QR codes. So now you've got the ability to extend this out. So I can imagine, I mean, I'm the kind of guy who goes and puts RFID tags on a lot of things, and I can imagine starting to put barcodes everywhere for Salesforce as well. So awesome job on the demo. I like it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Amanda, what have we got for a question for Gordon?
Yeah, I like that demo too. It was really neat to see it in action and how you're going back and forth between mobile and the web experience. So very cool. The question is, if we have existing barcodes or physical items, can you scan those codes and find the record in Salesforce?
Yeah, Amanda, that's the key to that question is actually the existing component. So, and absolutely with Scan Anything, we support allowing you to have existing barcode values like the QR codes, or it could be a barcode like the jeans tag that I used. So that's a barcode that already exists in the world. And all we're doing is getting that stored into the record so that we can find it and open the record in Salesforce Mobile. So absolutely existing barcodes work.
Fantastic. I can think of a whole bunch of different use cases for that. So I appreciate seeing the demo today. You taught me something, Gordon. I hadn't seen your app before, so this is awesome.
Hey, great. Thanks, Jeff.
Joshua, over to you for our next contestant.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jeff. All right, coming up next, we've got Spekit. Spekit is the leading in-app learning platform teams across industries use to train in real time, drive adoption, communicate changes, and increase productivity in Salesforce, because that's what we're here for today. So joining us, we've got Melanie from Spekit. Are you out there? Melanie, off mute. Are you out there?
All right, can you hear me this time?
Absolutely, we can, loud and clear. Are you ready?
Let me put my timer on my end too, just so I can keep track. I sure am. Let's do this.
All right, your 3 minutes starts now. Show us what you got.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie. I'm one of the co-founders of Spekit, and Spekit was really inspired by my time as an admin, trying to drive a lot of change in Salesforce and train all of our users and really not having a good way to use that. And so we built Spekit as a unique solution, and I'm going to use Spekit to show you how. So using our little Chrome extension here, I'm just going to pull up a quick topic here where I've organized some of the resources that are helpful just to give you a quick preview into how Spekit works. 1, we connect to Salesforce and pull in your fields, your metadata. 2, we allow you to document that all in one place. And 3, we use extensions to surface that training right where your users need it. And that was an image, not a slide. So to show you how that works here, you'll see that in our web application that's connected to Salesforce, you can easily manage your objects. So in one click, you can connect to Salesforce. You can select which standard, custom, or even installed package objects you'd like to import and document. As an admin, you'll see that there's a nice data dictionary here that you can use to document all of your metadata, your objects, your fields, your pick list values, any integrations, and document that as an admin with the rest of your Salesforce team. But as an end user, all of that training is going to be managed in the wiki here. And fear not, we have a ton of out-of-the-box training on Salesforce Lightning, CPQ, Encino, and more to get you started. Now, as I said, all of this information is centralized in one place, but the best part is it shows up right in Salesforce automatically, no effort on your end where the user needs it. So you'll see here that next to a given object, for example, if I hover over this as a user, I'm going to see here, hey, here's what the opportunity object is used for. Here is a video that I can watch. And here are some common questions that might be helpful to me if I'm learning Salesforce for the first time. But the best part is that it's not just object level. You can actually document pick lists. And so, for example, your stages, if you're trying to train your team on like what they need to do, for example, to move from stage 1 to stage 2, you can link out, and any resource that they're going to need is going to be available to them right there. You can also see here that Spekit is going to be available to the user at their fingertips right here at any time. Here I can learn of any new changes, such as right now it looks like I was given a notification letting me know that there's an update on the account name. Or I can actually, as an admin, really, really easily edit the training content right there without ever leaving Salesforce, and, for example, add a quick video. So you'll see here that we've made Spekit just as easy. Oh, I should probably grab that video. We've tried to make Spekit just as easy to admin for both admins and end users. And not only can you edit that training there, have it see in real time, but if you get an email from your boss unexpectedly that you need to quickly answer midway through, asking you how to change report filters, you can actually just search Spekit right there. You can come up with whatever support answer that you've documented there and share it within a second in an email so you can get on with your day. So it's not just to drive your end users' productivity, it's designed to help support and train your and make your organization run smoother. And we have an Outlook extension, we have a Slack extension, and so if someone asks me a question here too, I can always simply search Spekit. I can see in Slack, hey, here's the answer they're probably looking for, and post to the channel. So the whole idea is centralize all of your training, but make it accessible to your end users wherever they are. There we go.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you very, very much. Just hang on one second. I'm getting a message here. I heard it's someone's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. You guys caught wind of it. Love it. Yeah, so if anything, like, please use a guilt trip and vote for me for my birthday, because I definitely can't be Mallory with a voice, so.
Well, so we are absolutely all-knowing here at the AppExchange. So very happy birthday to you, and thanks for that great demo, Jam. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank
So
you.
Spekit's really doing a lot of things, and what I love about it is it's clearly in-app where you're able to really take a look at all of those different items and really not only document them, but also take a look at all of the things that are going to help the end user do their job in app. You know, I've been in CRM for a very long time, and one of my favorite things to say is we need to be able to make sure the users have the right information at the right time in the right window for context. And I can see many of different use cases how your app can help people as they're onboarding, because very, very many times when people are onboarding into the system, what will happen is they are using a Salesforce that's very different maybe for the last company. And so as users switch from company to company, it allows them to kind of speed up that training and say, okay, well, here are what the pick lists mean at this company for the opportunity. So it's just a great experience for the user overall. So thanks for showing us that. Goodness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Spekit?
Yeah, well, besides wondering what you're doing for your birthday, the question, and actually it caters nicely to what Joshua was just talking about, so I think you can really add on to it. The question is, who are the biggest customers and how are they really leveraging the tool in Salesforce to drive productivity, as Joshua started to talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. So we really serve customers across all verticals in Salesforce. We see a lot in SaaS and nonprofits and financial services in particular, really companies that have more complex orgs, which, like you said, Joshua, pick lists and field names and things like that have different meanings. But the companies that are really leveraging it the most, especially now that everyone's remote, are the ones that are like coming up with big sales process changes or rolling out Salesforce or rolling out CPQ, right? Change is the constant, and now more than ever, employees have to be self-sufficient at home. And so our whole vision is like, how can we make it really easy for someone that's onboarding right now remote to learn changes and know who to ask and be able to learn in their flow of work, but also be able to tap into this knowledge, in Slack and your email, wherever a lot of these questions happen. And then more importantly, as these changes happen in Salesforce, right, you roll out a new field, you roll out a new process, you can easily train your users directly in Salesforce so that they can get on with their day, and you can hopefully get the data quality and get back to work. So.
Yeah, that's completely awesome. And I love the fact that you can actually see who your subject matter expert is for that field or that object.
Yeah.
It's just a really great way to be able to go directly to that person.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
Analytics on the user side too, so you can see like what end users are looking at, so you can identify process gaps as well. So both ends.
Amazing, great stuff. Well, thanks a lot for your great demo today, and again, happy birthday, and very much appreciate you being here. All right,
Joshua,
Jeff.
do you know what else I like about that? Seeing somebody go from Salesforce admin to company founder on the AppExchange. How cool is that? I mean, you're not the only one who's done that, but that's an amazing thing to see how all careers take turns when they start involving Salesforce.com. So, hey, congratulations to you and happy birthday. Next,
can't get better than that. Trailblazing at its best.
Exactly. Next up, we've got sFiles. They've been making a splash about integrating Salesforce and SharePoint because we know SharePoint has a foothold out there in the market with a lot of information, but you need to tie it together with Salesforce. It doesn't just live on its own. It's not all entirely valuable without the help of Salesforce. Now, to show us how that works today, I've got Nate. Hey, Nate, are you out there and are you ready to show it?
I'm here and I'm ready, Jeff.
Fantastic. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Okay, great. Thanks. Well, we've all heard of Luke and Leia and Han, but you may not know that Colonel Bandwin Core here might have actually won the war, because he knew that if we wanted to even get any aircraft to these hotshots, we needed to get organized across not just the world, but a universe. So, of course, he started by leading the implementation of Salesforce. That way he could enter in all of his bases and all of the secret camps as records and track everything. One of those would be this Onderon camp, which is a secret camp that's located at Sector S29. So I guess the secret's out now. Well, if you're running a secret base and you've got thousands of files coming in and documents that you're tracking, data security is going to be pretty important to you. So how do you do all of that? Well, Bandwin had to look no further than sFiles. So he installed that off of the AppExchange, and this allowed him to tie every single one of his bases and camps to a site or document library and folder over on the SharePoint stack that he already had. And in doing that, he can keep this organized and even pre-create a predefined set of folders for each of these new bases so that he could get right in and do what he needed to do. You'll notice here in a secure way without any middleware that he can come in here and create a new folder. And when this is created, it's going to create right over on the SharePoint side. If he wanted to, he could also do any number of other things here, open it in SharePoint, rename a folder or a file, even delete if he's got permission to do that. But today, Bandwin is processing a new invoice for an X-Wing order. So he's going to drill in through several layers here. You'll notice we keep track of the breadcrumbs up at the top. And he's got this invoice and he just drags and drops it. And again, securely, this goes right over into SharePoint, into that right folder. And with a click, we can see that because it opens up in a new tab. And let's go ahead and open that and review it and see, it looks like it's pretty good. The pricing is what he had expected and everything's in order. But he's not quite ready to act yet. He wants to share that out. So he will simply share that out with Ray and let Ray take a look at it. And this is actually a different Ray. This is the Ray behind sFiles. And so please review. And he can just click send. And now he's sent off a link to this record, and it's all tied seamlessly together. And that task is complete. And
we are at the end of our time. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Came to the end there. But here's what I like about this. Number one, well, we found a little bit of a glitch in Google that they don't really know where Onderon is. And so I think we probably need to contact them and let them know that the billing address is correct and they just need to update the maps.
Yep, I noticed that too.
Yeah, but you know what? The idea of being able to have your files living on your desktop, drag them over, get them into the right place because you're taking advantage of the context, the breadcrumbs, the ability to be able to have that all in there and now kick off additional workflow for other departments. Fantastic stuff. And the way that it integrates into Salesforce, we're seeing the Salesforce UI here, which is what we always want to see, that you're not just jumping over into some other app that takes you away from Salesforce. It's built directly in there. And so I really like what I see. And truly, it helps a lot of organizations, I'll bet, to be able to pull that data together because the files live in different places. You get the ability to create the folders, create new files, and access them, as well as create them and get them tied to the right places.
That's right.
I like it.
Thanks.
Amanda, what have we got for a question?
Yeah, this was a really cool demo. The question is, if I have multiple sites or document libraries on the SharePoint side, and I want to connect those into Salesforce, are you able to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So many companies do have a complex setup like that. So with the sFiles Enterprise add-on that we just released this year, you can now link to multiple, like you said, sites, document libraries, and you can also use it with this add-on in your Salesforce communities, and actually even call sFiles functions via your own automation that you've got custom in your system. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for showing us that today. I'm excited to see what everybody else is going to take away from that. And like I say, SharePoint is everywhere. So you need to be able to tie that together with Salesforce because they're both part of the whole business process. Thank you for that demo.
My pleasure. Thanks, Jeff.
All right, Joshua, back over to you for our next demo.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jeff. So next up, we've got Lightning File Explorer. QBranch is an internal team within Salesforce who provides strategy, expertise, tools, and inspiration to account teams. They love helping customers get the most out of Salesforce. And Paul is going to show you one of those tools, which is available for you to download on the AppExchange today. That's right. Paul, are you out there?
I'm all the way in Australia, but yes, I'm here. So there might be a bit of a lag.
No worries. I'm in India today, so
You're in India?
we're quite a bit apart, but yeah, global demo jams.
Same side of the world. Yeah,
exactly. I'm just trying to figure out what time is it for you there. It's 2:30 in the morning.
2:30 a.m. Yes. So
nice.
If I fall asleep halfway, just blow that trumpet, and I'll be sure to wake up again.
No worries. Let's get you to bed soon. So 3 minutes or less. Show us what you got. It starts now.
Great. Thanks for the introduction, Josh. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you guys our solution for the part of the Salesforce UI that's been neglected for far too long. Yep, you guessed it. It's Salesforce files. The Lightning File Explorer is the way file management should be. Okay, so let's take a look at the out-of-the-box file experience from the point of view of a few end users and see how we can make their lives so much better. First up, we've got Mr. Grumpy. Mr. Grumpy, why is he so grumpy? Well, it says he hates birds because they poop on him. And he also hates bland, folderless file structures. Ah, okay. Yep, I see. If I had to deal with files like this every day, I'd be pretty grumpy too. Next up, we've got little Miss Curious. She doesn't actually say too much, but she loves to click things. Okay, what's this? Ah, okay. So with that one click, we've synchronized all the existing files directly into this File Explorer, ready to be used, transforming your digital haystack into a streamlined, efficient file management experience. Okay, here comes Mr. Happy. His catchphrase is wonderful. Incidentally, that's how the File Explorer has been described by anyone who's ever used it. He also loves creating folders. I assume everyone's heard of Google. I actually use it every day, sometimes even twice a day. And I think it's awesome because it helps me find stuff. Now, I guess by the same logic, you could say that File Explorer is awesome because it too helps you find stuff. As well as that instant search capability, we also provide users with quick and easy access to all of the file's most important bits, such as previewing, opening the file, downloading, and file tagging. Also, did I mention to you that File Explorer loves to travel? So much so that he's fluent in over 50 languages, which will come in very handy when the borders reopen. Here they are in my hometown in Deutschland. Okay, so there's one more thing I'd like to show you today. Imagine if your company had complicated business processes which required consistent folder structures across all your records. And some of these folders could be quite large. If you had to create these folders from scratch every time, it would probably be worse than not having any folders at all. Luckily, File Explorer has got your back. All your users need to do is click on the trusty cog, select Use Template. You could browse, you can sort, or you can just search for the template, confirm, and presto, lights, camera, folders. And that's it. Thanks everyone for watching.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Wow, that was definitely an interesting demo. We've got Mrs. Curious, Mr. Happy, but you know what I love about this is it really integrates the file structures, right? A lot of people find challenges in all of the chatter components that you have within inside of Lightning today. They want to be able to kind of look and categorize that within inside of one user interface. And I think the ability to sync those items from the chatter interface over to the Explorer is amazing. And then kudos for the ability to also tag those items and manage those items directly in the File Explorer. This is an awesome add-on, and I definitely would think that any customer who shares a lot of files and assets and things like that would appreciate having this File Explorer directly in-app where they can get access to it very quickly. So thanks a lot for that, Paul.
Thanks, Josh.
Awesome. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for QBranch?
Yeah, I was laughing hysterically during that. Like, I love your sense of humor. I don't know if it's always like this or just 2:30 in the morning, but
probably a bit of both.
Yeah,
mostly 2:30, but yeah.
Have you heard of Google and when the borders reopen? I'm glad I was on mute because I was laughing. Well, this was a great demo, and if folks don't know, Paul's a Salesforce employee and built this in his own time, and it's free. So definitely check it out. The question is, this looks really cool, but does this mean all of my files are duplicated?
No. Okay, so the File Explorer's main purpose was to allow for quick and efficient file use and just management. So what we did was we built a facade over the top of the standard Salesforce content document and content version objects. That's what the underlying file content lives in. We didn't want to circumvent any of the built-in Salesforce file security management because that can get quite complicated. All the sharing and stuff. Salesforce does that really well already. So basically, this is just, it gives you a user interface, a better user interface, and a hierarchical user interface so that you don't have to dig through literally a digital haystack. We were also very cognizant that files are relatively expensive to store on platform compared to other off-platform offerings like AWS, SharePoint, Dropbox. So this gives your users a mechanism of identifying duplicates quickly, through preview and being able to organize them in folders, which hopefully in turn saves you costs. And again, people love having files directly on platform where they can use them without having any third-party integrations, that kind of stuff. There's obviously definitely places for those other solutions, but if you're a small business and you can't afford it, then this is hopefully the solution for you.
Absolutely, and it's absolutely free, available on the AppExchange.
Yeah.
Go check it out. All right, well, thanks a lot, Paul, for that demo. We had a lot of great people here today. We had QBranch, Lightning with the Lightning and File Explorer. We had sFiles, we had Spekit, we had Scan Anything. And we also had Mogli. And what I loved about what Mogli was able to do, I was so distracted from that awesome dance, routine that I skipped over being able to show the amazing things that are there inside of the app. And inside of their apps, like just the fact that you can do live text messaging, do the voting. They actually showed a use case live here on the Demo Jam that cannot be skipped over. And so really wanted to point out that the fact that Mogli can do all of those things and bring a talented voice artist to the Demo Jam is absolutely amazing. So thank you very much, Mogli, for hanging in there. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
She is also an employee and a Salesforce admin, a ranger. She's so many things. It's pretty cool. And Joshua, I'm also showing my screen now for you. So what time is it?
It's voting time.
And who gets to vote, Joshua?
Oh, okay. So voting. A little bit about the rules. The only people that get to vote are our customers that are out there watching the App Demo Jam right now virtually with us. Those are the only people. If you work for the company that represents this, I'm sorry, you won't be able to vote for yourselves. But the link is case sensitive. Check it out. Voting is going to be open until August 21st at 1 p.m. And at that point in time, we are going to announce the one, the only winner of August 2020's Productivity Apps App Demo Jam.
Exactly.
That's right. We're going to announce it on Twitter with hashtag Demo Jam under AppExchange. So be sure to check that out. And even if you're watching this past August 21st, that's fine too, because you can still enjoy all of these amazing demos. So we just appreciate you watching and checking it out.
These were some great ones today, and it's great to be together with all of you. Now it's time, everybody watching this, go out and vote, see who's going to be the winner and who's going to get that trophy, because Salesforce has put together an awesome trophy that the winner of this gets to take home, display.
Here it is.
Maybe not take home. I mean, it really should belong in the company trophy case kind of thing, but
I think that they're going to take it home at this point.
Well, I know. I would too.
It will be at the desk.
Your home office desk.
Exactly.
Hey, Brett, I can write anywhere. Put it in the background on a shelf so people can see it when they do conference calls with you. How about that?
That's
perfect. Well,
Amanda, round it out for us.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff and Joshua. Thank you all for attending, and to our amazing demoers, thank you. All of these apps are available on the AppExchange. The AppExchange is the hub of the Salesforce ecosystem. We are the world's leading enterprise cloud marketplace with apps, flows, components, bolts, bots, you name it, all different ways to extend Salesforce. There's also consultants on there, so you can get expertise and advice from real people that are working in the Ohana. There is intelligent recommendations, so you'll get some really cool ideas of what to install and what to read on AppExchange based on your Trailblazer ID login. So that's a cool feature as well. And we have actually now over 8 million installs, and we couldn't have done it without all of you. So thank you for that. And thank you for joining today's Demo Jam. We will see you next month, same time, same place. Go vote. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.